Here we're asked to find the limit as h goes to 0 of this rational expression. Now h is the variable, so we're going to treat a as a constant. If we were going to simply do direct substitution, we'd have a plus 0, substituting 0 in for h, squared minus a squared all over h, which is 0. All right, and that'll give us a squared minus a squared, which is 0. 0 over 0, remember, is indeterminate. So that doesn't give us much. Let's go ahead and see if we can get somewhere using algebra. All right, so this equals the limit. Now remember, algebra doesn't affect the limit, so what I'm going to do here is square this binomial. In that case, I get a squared plus 2ah plus h squared. And then here we have minus a squared still, all over h. All right, now in the numerator here, a squared, those add to 0. And that leaves us with the limit as h goes to 0 of 2ah plus h squared all over h. Now I see in the numerator here I have a GCF, so let's factor out that h. Notice I am keeping the notation as I go. So I'm not taking the limit yet, I'm just doing algebra. So factoring out an h, I'm left with 2a plus h all over h. Now these common factors of h divide out or cancel. And that finally leaves us with the limit as h goes to 0 of 2a plus h. Now when we do our direct substitution, substituting 0 in for h, we get 2a plus 0, which is 2a, and that is our limit. Okay, as a bit of a bonus, I'm going to show you how to type this in and get the same answer on wolframalpha.com. So when you get there, there'll be a text box here. We'll type in the limit as h goes to 0, so a dash and then a triangle bracket builds an arrow. So the limit as h goes to 0, and then we had a plus h squared minus a squared. That's the numerator, and then we were dividing that by h. You don't have to have the spaces here, but when I hit equals, let's see what we get. And so there we go. You could see the limit as what we typed in, a plus h squared minus a squared over h equals 2a, and then it gives you a little bit of a picture. All right, so this limit is 2a depending on a. So if a is 0.5, 2 times 0.5 would be 1, 2 times 1 would be 2. All right, so that's the answer verified on wolframalpha.com.